people did.
You're having
Listen
your
to
party.
This.
You're having
5 minutes. 5 minutes after the MeidasTouch stream started, there were 100,000 people watching the waiting screen. The waiting screen had 100,000 people watching. I mean, how many people watch your show? Not as many as that. People want to know the truth.
All right, everybody. I accidentally got into a very, very heated back and forth with famous Fox News host Geraldo Rivera over the People's State of the Union. He said that it was disrespectful for MeidasTouch to put on an opposing live stream, and I didn't expect it to get this heated. That's what I mean by accidentally. But it did, and it was very satisfying, and you should watch until the end. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe below, and thank you all.
Minutes away from President Trump's State of the Union, we know that more than 50 Democrat members of Congress are going to boycott, including Senators Adam Schiff, Chris Van Hollen, Ron Wyden, House members like Jamie Raskin, Seth Moulton, Eric Swalwell. Kind of reminds of the Super Bowl alternative halftime show. But that's, well, it's kind of a protest thing, but a little different than what we expect from our politicians, or no? So the event tonight is called the People's State of the Union. This is the Democrats' alternative, sponsored by Move On and the MeidasTouch Network. Is this the right move? Let's discuss with a member of the MeidasTouch Network, Adam Mockler, and NewsNation correspondent at large, Geraldo Rivera. Here's the part I don't get, Adam. What is the sell on, I don't even want you to listen to the President of the United States as he presents his concerns to the United States people and the Congress? How do you sell that to people?
It's very charitable to say that Donald Trump would be listing his concerns to the American people and not just airing out his grievances and lying for 2 to 3 hours. Here's my response. Unprecedented moments demand unprecedented responses. The tariffs that Donald Trump put on, those have been unprecedented. The way that ICE has deployed to cities across the country, unprecedented. Trump's war against the Supreme Court that he just started, very unprecedented. I mean, he called for the arrest of the governor of my state, J.B. Pritzker. So if you're going to argue that Democrats are doing something unprecedented, then that's just not convincing to me. I think that Democrats shining a light on people like the Epstein victims or people who lost their health care or some of the small businesses that were ruined by said tariffs is a good use of time. It's a good use of the attention of the American people.
Geraldo, how do you see it?
I think that that is disrespect disguised as being hip. I think that there are 2 days a year when we support the president regardless of his party. One is when he is inaugurated. The other is during the State of the Union address, when, as the Constitution requires, he gives you, he or hopefully one day she, gives you what the state of the republic is. And to suggest that because a president lies, you're going to boycott the State of the Union, really? That when the president lies, what president? The Republican, the Democrat? Don't politicians bend facts constantly, particularly when they're addressing big crowds? I think that it is rude and violates the pluribus unum, out of many one. It is in the Constitution. We all should stand together and celebrate our institutions.
Give me a break. You're going to cite the Constitution and the peaceful transfer of power, the inauguration, as something that we should respect when we're about to listen to the president, who was the first person to break that peaceful transfer of power after people were chanting, "Hang Mike Pence," because of his election fraud lies. And about 4 years ago at the State of the Union, Marjorie Taylor Greene heckled Joe Biden when he was speaking about his deceased son, Beau Biden. So the Republicans have brought us down to new depths day by day by day.
So it is only the Republicans?
Yes, Donald
Trump. It is only the Republicans.
President
Clinton was in the midst of impeachment when he delivered the State of the... Wait a second. Do you remember?
Did Joe Biden post an AI photo of Obama as a gorilla?
President Clinton...
Hold on.
President Clinton...
Hold on, I can't
President
hear.
Clinton... President Clinton was in the midst of impeachment when he delivered the State of the Union. So according to MeidasTouch, why was President Clinton allowed to speak? What bigger anchor could he have around his neck than impeachment?
Nobody's
first one he
saying that
was
Trump
since-
isn't allowed to
since
speak,
Johnson.
but we're saying that we don't have to listen to Trump when he's speaking. Nobody's saying he's not allowed to speak. We're just saying we don't have to listen. And it's a little bit different what Clinton did than Donald Trump deploying ICE to cities, killing U.S. citizens, calling for the arrest of people. And again, spare me like the Constitution when Donald Trump was the one who stepped all over it repeatedly 5 years ago.
So are
He
you
supported
are
peaceful
you the
transfer
oh
of
wait
power.
a second, buddy. Are you the one who gets to decide? You get to decide who we should listen to and who we should not listen to?
No, 40
You-
senators, 50 senators,
What is your
and
life
representatives
experience?
decided. 50
I know you have a
Democratic
popular
representatives
podcast.
and
What is your life
congressmen
experience?
decide. I'm not the one deciding. The Democrats did. The Democrats decided they're not going
You
to
are
listen. The
deciding.
American people did.
You're having
Listen
your
to this.
party. You're having
5 minutes.
you're
5
having
minutes
your-
after the MeidasTouch stream started, there were 100,000 people watching the waiting screen. The
Bravo.
waiting screen had 100,000 people watching. I mean, how many people watch your show? Not as many as that. People want to know the truth.
Fox News dwarfs your audience. Does that mean we should all listen and agree to what's being said on Fox News?
I'm just giving
They
you the
make your
numbers,
audience
buddy.
look
I'm just
minuscule.
giving you the numbers.
Well, you're giving
right,
me
listen.
your parochial take.
I think that this is the bar. This is the bar. The person who wins the midterms is going to be the party that can convince people in a lot of tight spaces that they can do something better. I don't think which one is worse is going to get it done for people. I think there's exhaustion on that. So does this help the Democrats in that cause or not? We'll see. We'll see what the reactions are to it. Adam, I appreciate you making the case. Geraldo Rivera, I like that you guys were calling each other buddy, but you didn't mean buddy. You were just saying that word, but you didn't mean it. I know
It's all respect. All respect.
Guys, guys, take
I
care.
respect.
You're always welcome
I
here.
respect.
Everybody
Very
disagrees with
innovative, and I
decency here.
appreciate it.
Otherwise, you get these big snow shoveling hands coming at you. I'll talk to you later. Let me take a break. 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Up next, we're just.
If you enjoyed that, make sure you drop a like below. Now listen, people's lives have been destroyed by this administration. The ACA subsidy is expiring, screwed over tens of millions of Americans who need health care. The Epstein survivors have been shunned by the DOJ. The DOJ has lied. Kash Patel has perjured himself while wasting taxpayer dollars, and ICE has executed both U.S. citizens and non-citizens alike. So yes, we did need a people's State of the Union. We do need a collective movement to push back against this administration, and that's what we do on the Adam Mockler channel. We are building a debate show that is going to be bigger, better than any debate show that we've seen over the past decade. Genuinely, we're going to continue to push in a direction that nobody has pushed in. And the last thing we should do is legitimize the speech of a wannabe dictator who is declaring war against the Supreme Court, who is crashing the economy, and who is like going on a rampage against the American people. So if you appreciate these videos, if you appreciate the Adam Mockler feed, make sure you drop a like. Geraldo Rivera is now, I guess, our new #1 enemy next to Scott Jennings and next to a few other people that we've debated over and over. Let's continue to hammer this home. Let's win on the messaging, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.